is your opinion on theft, like stealing?
I do it a lot in Fire Emblem. Quite a bit, actually.
I think we found someone else who feels similarly about it.
Hey!
Also, the limit is a lie, by the way.
Limits are meant to be broken.
There's 13 now.
Oh, bam.
Also a lie is his fucking weapon rank.
Hey, there is no lie here. He states he cannot use that Lance Reaver whenever you recruit him.
Well, so the real lie is its durability, because he just stole it. Let's talk about Jeff.
I think Jeff is kind of awesome. I think he's amazing. For a lot of it comes down to these bases are just kind of bleh. I don't see him doing very much for us for combat wise, aside from 17 speed. But I like his growth rates quite a bit because 110 speed, this is the fastest unit in the game. I cannot think of a unit that's faster than Jeff.
Ian.
True. So Jeff is incredibly fast. He can use basically whatever he wants, and he'll almost always be doubling. The 50% strength is also kind of hype. Because you get the ankle weight soon, which we've talked about a couple times, that drops your speed growth by a bit, but gives you like 50% more strength.
Yeah.
So it just gives him a perfect strength growth.
He's the fourth and final this unit's really good with ankle weight guy.
Yeah.
I think it turns him into a 190, right? Like 90 speed, 100 strength.
Yeah, it's like 90 or 95% speed. It's basically guaranteed.
And considering that his speed base is so much higher than his strength one, you can also afford to, like, miss 1 out of every 20, right? Like, it's not a huge deal.
Yeah. He is one of the few units in this game that has accuracy issues, because I think he has like a 20% skill growth. Yeah, you kind of want to get him either some secret bucks, or I like giving him certain blow to fix up his accuracy a little bit.
Yeah, I prefer either certain blow or Quixotic to fix accuracy, because there are a couple of... There's 2 units who really like secret books. For reasons other than accuracy, and as a result of that, rather than giving secret books to patch the problem up, certain hitter and Quixotic just solve the accuracy issue. It doesn't mean he won't crit as often as others, but it's less of a big deal.
He also has 1 more movement than traditional infantry, and even after he promotes into an assassin, he still has 1 more movement. He has 7 move on promotion. He also gets 4 con on promotion, so that just pairs wonderfully with the whole this unit is going to double, and there's very little the enemy can actually do about it.
Well, the 4 con's relevant for another reason.
Oh yeah, it's relevant for another thing.
Which I think this is, like, as good as Jeff's combat is, and it is good, I think this is his selling point, like his immediate why you train him up, as opposed to other... We talked about it with Butch, right? Where, like, simply being a good combat unit is not enough in this game. You need more. Here's more. One of only 2 units with access to Mug. It is, so, the fact that it truncates to 5 uses is definitely unfortunate for... The argument with Jeff is that his early game theft is... his early game theft is valuable, right? As opposed to later you get another Steel Plusser who has more con at base, although if you gave con ranks to Jeff, like, at that point it's sort of sunk cost. And arguably better combat, at least at base, although a trained Jeff can do better combat than her. The early game steals are what I really like Jeff for, and the fact that those get truncated to 5 does kind of suck. The balancing reason, at least what I understand, is the balancing reason is that in the late game, a lot of units have multiple weapons, and so you can break the economy by just stealing everything not nailed down. And there were a couple of people who specifically did that, which is what made them get truncated. But early on, there's usually like 1 or 2 at most Steel Plus targets on a map. His join map has none. So it does feel bad until you remember there's this funny little weapon type that often has less than 5 uses, and that's stabs.
Yes. This game isn't super heavy on just throwing endless amounts of status at you, but there are enough status every now and then that you have time to react to and time to plan around. And you can kind of get this snowball going where if you get your hands on a silent staff, because silence unequips weapons or just shuts up magic units so they don't spend their status, you can spend like 1 silence use or a sleep use to put a magical unit to sleep, steal their 3 uses of sleep or silence, use another use to put another magic unit to sleep, and you can just keep multiplying your status uses until you get to the late game where you have 9-10 uses of sleeper silence to completely disable enemies on the map and keep them from being able to do anything.
Which, considering our unit's stats are not going to be as good at disabling enemies, I personally think is going to be pretty valuable.
I think we might still be able to get away with it some. The status staff hit rate formula in this game is very generous.
Oh no, I was saying it'll be better for us, because oftentimes, the issue I usually have with the issue I usually have with sleep staffs, even in vanilla, or even in ROM hacks, but especially in vanilla, is oftentimes you say, I could temporarily disable this enemy with a single action, or I could permanently disable them with a single action. And there are, don't get me wrong, there's situations where you're not able to permanently turn off a specific enemy and sleep is valuable. But in a run like this, where our stats are not going up, those situations are going to happen much more often.
For sure.
So getting those early status staffs is nice. Even outside of that, it's not a good stealable on this map because it is dropped, but Physic has 10 uses. Getting truncated to 5, like, sucks a little bit, but it's still 50% of a Physic. Like, that's good for
5 uses of Physic is still 5 uses of Physic.
And that's pretty epic.
Something that I find helps Jeff compared to someone like Butch is, yes, he's good combat with a bit more, but Jeff also gets bows on promotion.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that.
We've praised bows a lot because bows get really crazy and useful later into the game. So having if you do ankle weight him up, then having a really big strength 7 move can use bows unit is, it's so good.
Well, in addition to that, even if you don't highly invest in Jeff's combat, one of the tools that bows get, this is your spoiler warning if you care about mechanical spoilers. This is a late game tool, but it's relevant to Jeff. One of the tools that bow users get allows them to take a second action if their first action is using a bow. So let's say you want to steal a status staff, but the sleep guy has too much range for Jeff to wait in his range. Well, what if you move forward, use a longbow, then move forward again and steal? Like, it helps his utility in addition to being a good combat tool, which I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah. I know we get I think we've mentioned the Kanto scroll while we were talking about Aaron at some point.
Yes.
And I think Jeff is a very good target for it for stealing, because you can do it after you steal weapons, so you can run up, steal a weapon, and then back up out of the way so someone else can run in for a kill. Or just for other stealing stuff like opening chests, doors, anything like that.
And the fun thing about that is there are 2 Kanto scrolls in the game, at least 2 that I'm aware of. They might be more later. They're 2 fairly early ones. So even if you wanted to give one to Aaron for like reposition and theft, you can still give one to Jeff for steal plus theft. They're not mutually exclusive to each other. One does come later than the other because of how time works, but, you know, it's not such a huge opportunity cost, and there's not a ton of units who really... Well, I mean, everyone wants Kanto, but there's not a ton of units who use it as well as the Thieves.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 units I can think of who'd want Kanto, but I think the Thieves are some of your better ones to give Kanto to.
Yeah. On the topic of Thieves, Jeff is one of only 3 real Thieves. There is a 4th unit who's a Thief, and they join late enough so as to only be able to open chests on one map, and it's a map that I don't really value thieves for opening those chests. There's an easier way to do it. So even if you are not sold by the steel plussing, you're just like, I don't need status stabs, I don't need silver axe or whatever, right? Just being able to open chests and doors without keys is still valuable. I say one of only 3, 4 Stefan counts if you give him well, it is the Jeff support that gets him lock touch. So Stefan is also a thief.
Yeah.
But it's Stefan, Aaron, Jeff, and a unit we haven't gotten yet are the only people who can use lock touch while it's relevant. And then there's someone who has it for one map.
And they just kind of have it because it's just a class skill for what they start with, really.
Yes.
There's, like, nothing you actually want to unlock.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess Jeff's bulk is, like, also not great in addition to his accuracy, which is why I think Certain Blow over Quixotic is better. Because it's not like dodge tanking is, like, a huge thing in this, but he does have a lot of speed. He can occasionally dodge death. You shouldn't put yourself in that situation, but that's why Certain Blow is better in my opinion. Because also, if you're using bows, you're not enemy facing, so only getting the hit on player face isn't a downside if you're only attacking on player face.
And once he does promote, he does use bows most of the time. Something, if you go back to his growths for a sec.
Oh, wrong unit.
He does only have 2 less magic than his base. I know you can do some stuff with him with magical swords, even though it's only a 35 growth. If you just want to hit on resistance, it's an option. You also get an item that buffs magic growth if you wanted to go that route, but
it lowers speed though, so like
I think it also lowers speed a little bit, but it's if you want to throw like 11 Sword or Light Brand on him just for the option of hitting on resistance. Yeah. I've done it a couple times. It works fairly well. Of course, not as good as just hyper investing into his strength, but it's an option.
It is an option. I am not super high on it, but it is an option. I agree with that.
I think I just did it because I had like 4 light brands laying around for the longest time because I might need them later.
He's another low luck unit. And considering both his skill and luck are weak points, if you're not going to give him the ankle weight, at least give him the honey charm if you want to use him long term.
Help him fix that skill and luck up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay, this is not related to the unit. So if you have anything to say about the unit, we can start that. But there is one more. Oh yeah, he doesn't get a level 15 skill. He doesn't.
The most important skill in the game. It's a good thing the fastest unit in the game gets the skill where he can't get doubled and automatically doubles things if he's above half HP.
I guess an Animus mode that matters because you could reclass into one where like the caps are worse. But Quick Riposte is a meme, and I believe the creator has gone on record saying that it's just to see if people are like delaying to get all the skills or willing to promote early for skills they don't need.
I think in a best case scenario, you just promote Jeff almost as soon as possible because his speed and strength are the only 2 stats that matter.
Bro will cap his speed. And con! Yeah, con matters, and you only gain con on promotion. Like,
so I think you just promote Jeff. Yeah. I have promoted Jeff at like level 11 in my past 2 runs, and both times he's turned out amazing. Just promote him. Look, what are you getting out of giving him 5 more level ups with these other growth rates? What, 10% res, 20% defense and skill? Like, you're not getting anything out of that.
Well, but Jacob, you gotta give him the live goose.
For extra HP growth.
But yeah, Jeff is, much like we were talking about with Butch, like, Jeff is the you promote this guy early moment. Onto the character stuff, though. We mentioned that there are portrait changes not just for promotion, but also for story stuff. Jeff is one of the few units who gets a portrait change based on supports. The mask that he has is... he's, like, immature, right? He's edgelordy immature stuff, and he takes the mask down with certain support chains. I know Butch is one of them, but I believe there's others as well. Where he stops being so much of an asshole. And I think that's cool, like character development being reflected in the mug. I like it. Rachel's the other one you said?
It also changes his little R button description.
Yeah.
Whenever you read his bio.
Insists he's beyond saving, and then, what is it? It says, like, he's trying to redeem himself or something?
Yeah, a thief trying to reform, or something like that. Or began his path to reform.
I think that's pretty neat.
So sweet.
I don't really like Jeff as a character, personally, but for the people that do, I think it's cool that there's the, like, concrete changes to go alongside that, which is something that vanilla Fire Emblem often lacks. You know, we could criticize all day, like, Bernadetta in her C support, after you already got an A support, why is she still anxious? Like, that sort of stuff, but I think it's cool that Jeff doesn't fall into that pitfall.
He also really likes cats and other critters.
Meow.
So he's awesome.
We got some other preps to do. I'm gonna do most of them off camera. However, there is a, armory on this map. I mentioned in Chapter 4 that there was killer weapons we didn't buy, but here we actually are going to buy something.
Oh.
I think we have to sell...
I think, yeah, we're kind of missing some money. We don't need all these vulneraries, right?
Well...
Would you look at that?
We don't need any more money at the moment, but I'm getting a Horse Slayer.
Ooh.
If I could find another 1100, like maybe with vulneraries... How much does vulnerary sell for again?
300? 150?
If it's 300, it's 4 vulneraries.
I think it's like 300. I think it's sell for like... They sell for 250.
Let me think about it for a second off camera, because another Zanbato would also be good. Not the halberd. I'm having major buyer's remorse on those hammers, because I forgot that our axe units kind of suck.
Upsetting.
Yeah.
We'll use them one day, trust.
We're gonna cut, because I do have another save I did a lot more preps on. And I'll check that save and how many vulneraries are on people to see if we can reasonably afford the Zanbato. So we'll be right back. Okay, on further review, we can afford the Zanbato if we sell Kizotic and the vulnerary.
Ooh.
Come
again.
The accuracy-ish units that we that are in this game are not ones that we really plan on using particularly long term.
So
Sorry,
should
Stefan,
be fine.
you still gotta have the empty inventory, buddy.
He will still exist as a 7-move unit who can rescue stuff.
But Rachel can't even use swords. No, sire.
That's why we're giving her the first Master Seal, right?
We already gave the first Master Seal to a very, very good unit. The best of
boys.
The
second one. That's right. The second one drops on this map.
But yeah, with that out of the way, I think it's time to, go. So, there's a couple of green units on this map that serve as previews of upcoming dudes, similar to what happened on Chapter 4X, or 5X. Wilhelm. Funny little money gremlin. +1 crit per 1,000 in the army's treasury.
This would be awesome if I actually held on to my gold.
I know, right? Like, we just went broke.
I just sell all my stuff.
I don't think our gold actually affects him, but even if it did, we have 0 gold. ROM hack soldier moment. Yeah. It's a funny skill, and it is useful in some scenarios. This is a funny skill that's useful in a lot more scenarios. If you played Persona, you probably know how press turn works, but just in case you haven't...
you just made so many people angry, by the way.
Oh, is it from SMT?
It's from SMT. It's very similar. It's slightly different, but I can already hear all the SMT fans are typing now.
If you played Persona or Persona's spin-off SMT... This is called engagement baiting. Basically, how it works is if you get weapon triangle advantage, you get a second turn, but you can only use it once per turn.
You can't just chain them together indefinitely.
And unlike Thracia Movement Stars, dancing does not give an extra press turn. It just gives one action, even if you press turn. Still, that's pretty cool. We'll talk more about it when we actually get her and we unit review her. But yeah, you can see the design. Like, hey, we've got the move multiple times skill on the low movement class. Like, there's a push and pull there, right?
It's pretty neat.
And then generic.
There he is!
Swagperius!
Hyperius Galahads.
You can probably tell from this guy's stats, he's not getting recruited at the end of this map. He has Subdue, which is kind of cool, Jake-y design. And, Silver Weapon. And this map, it's meant to show off the other units, the upcoming units. And for Alexis and Wilhelm, it does give a bad first impression. But this is Hyperius's time to shine. There's a bunch of enemies on the map who are, like, seemingly just here for him and this generic to kill.
This random Falco Knight with really good weapons. This is our Holy Guard of the day.
When do we recruit Elbacor, Jacob? Help, I can't find her in the docks.
I wish. I would love to recruit this unit.
She's awesome. Yeah. There's also Brandel. Brandel is the only unit whose death actually matters. He's a game over condition. The other recruitable units, if they die, they retreat, which is good because Alexis and Wilhelm are not fucking surviving.
No, yeah.
But Brandel's a sniper and a game over condition. This doesn't do anything. Just like plot game over. We gotta talk to him with either Blair, Cassius, or Rachel. Because Cassius and Rachel are like his knights, and then Blair is the main character. So like anti-soft lock if they both died previous map.
Yeah.
They're force deployed on this map, even though they're not game over conditions on the previous map. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, otherwise, the goal of the map is to talk to him, and then a boss will spawn on the following turn, and then we gotta kill the boss. But there's some cool goodies for us to get. I'm being very intentional with my movement because there's actually a like 90% miss in the RNs, and I've accidentally had Natasha not take damage, and I don't actually think she sees another round of combat this entire map. But
just in case something goes awry.
And also as a benefit, I'm pretty sure this means Kenneth dodges. Yep.
There we go.
So, like, that's what I was trying to avoid with Natasha. Ironically, trying to avoid the avoid.
I do that all the time whenever I'm just moving my cursor around planning stuff. I'm always afraid I'm going to accidentally burn an RN because, oh god, what if that was the RN I needed to land something? So I always feel like I'm really conscious about how I move my cursor. Oh my gosh, she's almost level 15.
I'm only super intentional when I know I'm specifically trying to rig for something. And I have done a little bit of testing on this map because there's a pretty difficult side objective that I want, which is this flame sword. These thieves are running towards the escape point, which is this entire wall. This entire vertical slice right here is the escape point. I've seen a lot of people say that the flame sword is literally impossible to get on Maniac mode. Because he's in a different place here on Lunatic than he would be. I don't remember whether it's Lunatic or Maniac, but highest difficulty, he's in a different starting point than he would be otherwise. Normally, in normal and hard, he starts like here, which gives you a whole other turn to get to him. And combined with the fact that the enemy's stats are a lot lower, you don't have to worry about being as aggressive. So I'm showing off a relatively RNG-proof clear. If Josef gets a 10% crit on the wrong enemy, he clears the way for the Armor Slayer to attack him, which when combined with the Flux Shaman does murderize him. Carl, that kills people.
We will simply not die, though.
But other than that, see this? Now Peggy's not in danger. I guess we'll just rally. And then Rachel goes here. You get Jeff out of there.
I think it's a pretty cool map. I really like this map more than the more I think about it. I actually kind of like this map.
I think we go here. Then you go here, and you go here. I also really like this map. Both because, like, it's got a neat objective. Like, the talk and then kill boss is... Anytime there's a non-traditional objective, I like it. And if it were just talk, then it's functionally similar to C's. But talk and kill boss is nice. I like the fact that the green units are, like, having to protect them is a thing, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of cool. I normally prefer Thrasia's approach, where the units you have to protect are blue. But, in this instance, I think because specifically Hyperius and that Falcon Knight are so competent, it works with them not being in your control, and it lets them sort of, like, show off, while also giving you the feeling that you do need to rush.
Yeah. I think Hyperius does a well enough job on his own, keeping everything from burning down.
Oh, nice. Butch dodged.
Oh, hey.
He didn't need to, but that is nice.
I do know Hyperius is not invincible on this map, though.
Yeah, I've seen him die a few times.
I know there is specifically like a set of reinforcements that show up on turn 16, I believe. It's a bunch of paladins with like light brands and anti-armor weapons who are specifically here to say, you've been playing too long, why haven't you seized yet?
Well, I do not plan to still be here on turn, what is it, 16?
Yeah, let's see.
One of the cool things about this map is instant promoted, as in like our Josef. One round's the boss with the Brave Lance if we got him Brave, even without Puissance.
Awesome.
I considered doing that. I considered hyper-focusing on Josef's Lance rank on this map, because he doesn't have Brave Lance yet, but he can get there. But I decided that there's a different, again, very easy kill, that we're gonna go for, and that is Butch and Rachel both survive a round with the boss and combine to kill, even if Rachel goes first, which means Butch doesn't get, whatever his thing is, the full health one, Pragmatic. Oh, no, he does get Pragmatic.
Yeah.
I thought he had, I thought he had Xander's. Well, even if Butch goes first, yeah, Peggy can still secure the kill, but regardless,
nice.
We are about to get another unit, and I know this is one of your favorites, so...
This is one of my favorite units.
I'm thinking you're probably going to be the one to open the combo, but first, we are going to kill this guy before we talk about Emil. Arguably... I'll save it for when because we can cut around for the compilation. Arguably the third Jagan. There's a question of whether or not Chapter 7 is too late, because this is a 28-chapter campaign, with some bonus chapters for the alt armies, so 7 is pushing it, but I wouldn't object to anyone who calls him a Jagan, even though I personally don't consider him to be one. I think of him as more like the first promoted unit you get. Yeah, you get unpromoteds afterwards, but like, the same is true of some units in like Zealot, right? Like that sort of deal.
Yeah.
So, do you want to gush before I chime in?
So, Emil is one of my favorite units in the game. I love this guy so much. I already just like sages in general, but this is a sage who is primarily staff focused, and I don't mean like he's, you have FE7 Pent with his A rank stabs, A rank anima or whatever. No. This is a staff sage because Staff Savant, giving him +1 range to all of his stabs. That includes healing stabs, yoink stabs, status, physic. everything gets +1 range. So this man has an extra staff range on everything. But in case that's not enough for you, at level 11, I believe. Yeah, at level 11, he gets Staff Mastery, which gives him 2 more staff range on everything. So he has 4 range with healing staves. He can take our Yoink Staff that we bought, or whenever you buy more of them, and they can go up to 7 range Yoink Staves, which is kind of awesome.
A little bit epic, because they stack. The +1 and the +2 stack.
Yeah, they all stack. So he gets +3 range to everything. And because of that, Emil is tied with, I believe, 3 other units for highest potential staff range in the game, because he can get up to 20 range at Capped Magic. For all stabs except Warp. Warp works really weird, so he actually cannot tie with Warp, but...
Yeah, the way that Warp works, I could definitely see it being useful, although I do think it's worse than if it just increased the raw range. Yeah. Basically, you can warp someone who's 4 tiles away from you instead of 1 tile away.
Because technically Warp's range is 1 tile, because that's... You select someone who is 1 tile away from you. So technically it gives him 4 range Warp, which I got use out of whenever I was trying to skip a dangerous map, but it's definitely not going to be as useful as just having 3 extra Warp range.
Yeah, in contrast, Rescue, because you are targeting someone X many away, Rescue just adds to the Rescue range. So, Warp is consistent with how the others work, but it's not intuitive to how you might think, oh, I get extra range on Warp Staff. Well, yeah, but not in the way you think.
Yeah. Still, though, he's... I love using this unit so much. The flexibility of being able to just click Mend from 4 tiles away, it makes it really easy to position him around. Statistically, starts off pretty good. He can kill stuff with Fire Tomes, Thunder Tomes. He definitely... His combat loses its edge as you go on. He's not going to get a lot of level ups because he's already promoted. His speed growth is kind of yucky, so you gotta get him... You gotta really work to get him to remain super combat viable, but even if you stop using any combat with him, just staffing alone, this unit is so useful.
And because he joins so early, he does have a period of time where his combat is very appreciated. Like, 18 magic is no joke.
Yeah.
Our promoted Josef has 20 strength. His offensive stat is only 2 higher. And obviously, Emil has more speed as well.
And if you wanted to, 18 magic, that gives him 10 physic range with the physic staff we're about to get. So if you want someone with pretty big physic range early on, he can heal you. I think the physic is 15 plus magic HP or something in this game.
Oh, we can double check.
I know it's a little bit more generous than the vanilla formula.
Yep.
Yeah.
15 plus.
And 10 tiles is a pretty big range, especially early on when the maps aren't as massive. So I like giving him Physic, I like giving him Yoink. Whenever he gets like Staff Mastery, I don't tend to run Physic on him much anymore because 4 range Mend is all I need usually.
I mean, with that 18 magic, even Heal Staff is going to top off a bunch of people, at least early on.
Oh, yeah.
And like 65% is a respectable growth. You know, he's not going to be leveling up a ton, so it does suck a little bit that it's not higher, but it's not like he's not going to level up magic if you use him long term.
Ooh, his funny staff skill does work with the Wrath Staff, just in case anyone's wondering. He can staff bonk people from 2 or 4 tiles away.
And the same is true of the other offensive staff we get much later into the game. So I guess if you wanted to meme with the ankle weight, like, I don't think it's good on him, but it's funny. And that's what matters.
It sure would be really funny.
Do we want to talk about his... Well, Insight exists. That's just plus 20 hit. Whatever. Who cares?
That's more of a flavor skill than anything, I think. It's
especially because, like, his skill stat's good. So, like,
yeah,
18
he's actually really accurate.
65% hit, and he uses Animatomes, which are the second most accurate weapon type in the game. And he can potentially use the most accurate weapon type in the game, because he has a special event, during the first campfire map, where you choose, he wants to study, something. And you choose either to have him study dark magic or light magic. And if he studies either of those, he gains a rank in them, so he can start using those weapons. Or you can have him study Anima, which elevates his Anima to S rank, or Stabs, which he carves stabs for you, and you actually get new inventory items. So, if you're not using him, obviously you go for the stabs. If you are using him, there's arguments for light. I think dark is probably just if you're memeing, but there's uses you can get out of light. Because light magic combos really well with having a high staff rank. And if you want to use him for combat, like, just elevating his Anima to S rank is nice if you don't have, like, an S rank Anima user. But I like that. There's definitely costs to those ranks, because it's not like the 4 stabs you get are, like, make or break. Like, you're not going to get S rank stabs out of it, but it's nice to have. I think it's, like, an extra physic, an extra yoink, a barrier staff, and something else.
I think it's physics, silence, and yoink are the 3 stabs you get for picking S rank. So, for picking stabs as his field of study, which, hey, those are free stabs that you can use. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it is definitely, like, a downside that you... Well, I don't know whether, like, you give him credit for those or not, because he does give them to you. I guess that's, like, a tier listy debate, whatever. I
mean, if he's dead, you can't get them. What's the difference between that and a thief opening chest in Chapter 3?
So you have to bench him in order to keep him alive, right?
I gotta get my free physic and silence staff.
It's way more important than Emil's performance in Chapter 9. It is funny that he starts with a lower staff rank than Anima rank, but I personally think that's a clever decision because you're going to be using stabs on him way more often than Anima. My experience with Emil is he hits S rank stabs before he hits S rank Anima. So
I think,
like, it's only a difference of 50 as well. Like, it's whatever. It looks unintuitive, but it's actually fine because you're not getting B rank stabs before you get him B rank anyway.
I think in my run I just finished up, I think he was like 2 attacks away from hitting A rank Anima, and he had S stabs for almost the entire game. Staffing is just so good on this guy.
Epic yoink.
Yes, yoink. That's most everything I have to gush. I don't think he has any other, like, funny supports that give him extra stuff to work with. He's staff.
He's staff, and he's staff real good.
Yeah. I think the staffing helps him maintain quite a bit of relevancy all the way up until the game's pretty much coming to a close. The extra staff range on stuff is awesome.
He's not strictly the best staffer. There are a couple of other people that have other skills related to staffing that are arguably better, arguably worse. Like, they're not parallel to each other, right? But he's the first staff-focused unit you get. Like, I guess Peggy, but he's the first one who has, like, here's the thing that makes my staffing better, and he's the only one who can do the specific role he does, which is 8 range yoinks. Or 7 range yoinks, sorry. 8 range would be epic, but also, like, 7 is good enough.
Yeah.
So...
7 range yoink is really useful.
Whether or not you consider him to be the best staffer in the game, he is at the very least the only person who can do what he does.
Very unique staffer.
And that's nice.
Plus, his combat is pretty awesome early on, so I'm sure we'll be getting a lot of use out of that.
Yeah, I'm about to be showing off some amount of his combat. First Rachel combat, obviously.
I usually do end up taking the mend off of him. I'll usually throw the mend on, like, Aaron or sometimes Peggy.
Yeah, he full heals everyone except maybe Josef with heal at base. Just from
I think he heals
my
33 total
map.
HP or something with the heal staff because of the heal formula. I forgot if heal is 15 or 10.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't have mend. It's Aaron that has a mend or a heal on her. 10 plus, so
10 plus,
it's
okay.
28.
So he heals 28, which that's a lot of HP.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't full heal everyone, but like, look at how many people have less than 28 HP. He full heals most people.
Yeah. So I just throw a heal staff on him, give him a fire tome, and any other cool stabs I find.
I say we get rid of this Armor Slayer guy, because he's gonna cause problems for our boy.
We definitely want to deal with him then.
I will say this, in addition to feeling Hammer buyer's remorse, I also feel buyer's remorse for Disciplined Sam. I know that that's like the classic, but in particular, we got one longbow use, and it wasn't like a crucial one. It just made the last map a little bit easier. Josef and another upcoming unit, I think, really want to build their weapon ranks in a pretty timely manner, and the fact that they can't is a little bit tragic.
The classic, I wish I hadn't given Sam discipline. Name a more iconic scenario.
Name a more iconic TMGC scenario, right?
It feels good watching Sam hit C bows before, you know, Chapter 7, but then the moment she hits C or B rank, you go, huh. I kind of wish I had this on someone else now.
Okay, we will rescue you.
I love rescuing.
Epic take drop moment.
Look at that.
Bloop. And I believe that's the turn. For anyone who wasn't watching, Josef now has the Armor Slayer equipped.
Convoy warping, baby.
I love convoy warping. It feels so big-brained.
Makes me feel like a genius. Whether it's weapons breaking or sending weapons to convoy, it feels awesome.
Yeah, break equipping is the other big brain way to do that sort of stuff. Just a little bit more Blair experience.
BXP.
BXP, but actually good. Unfortunately, this is the only Armor Knight that Josef one-shots. Even the Steel Axe guy who he has advantage over just has too much defense. But I say unfortunately, it does suck that Josef doesn't get the kill EXP, or kill weapon EXP, but he does get some EXP, and it means we can get a kill for Blair as well, which is nice that he can do that.
Woo!
And Josef doesn't die, so that's kind of epic.
He do be an Armor Knight. They do be pretty good at not dying.
The other thing is, before anyone says it, yes, if he had Puissance, he would kill those armors. You know what he wouldn't have at this point in the game? Puissance. Like, there's no earthly world in which...
He also wouldn't have had an Armor Slayer.
Yeah, he also wouldn't have had an Armor Slayer. So, like, it doesn't matter.
Freelance!
But yeah, no Puissance. No Puissance.
Oh, for the sake of not spreading misinformation, I double-checked myself. The paladins that show up on turn 16, they have tomahawks, spears, and light brands. No anti-armor weapons. But I don't think
Lightbrand's kind of an anti-armor weapon.
I don't think Hyperius is winning versus those light brands, though.
Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't have cut you off. You were saying the same thing as me.
You're good.
Sorry. No! Rapier Mage, Rapier Cav, go for the... Rapier Peg, go for the Paladins, not the Cavs.
But Chioko's here. She wins.
Nice physic.
Yay, friendly green units.
Yeah, and the friendly green units will be friendly to us as well.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think what we do is...
I have this memory lodged or etched into the back of my mind for all of time, where on one of my first times trying to beat Ghost Ship in FE8, struggling to get through the map, and I remember green La Rochelle healing up one of my units and me going, oh my god, that just saved me, and then I beat the map. And that's whenever I learned that green units can heal blue units.
This is why La Rochelle is epic. Like, this is the real reason La Rochelle is S tier. In
She's
this
awesome.
essay...
Hammer. Or not really
do
hammer.
I want to give any of his weapons to Rachel to give to Josef? No. Okay. So, we will just Iron Axe you.
Chop.
I do really like how Desmond looks with the Iron Axe, like as a big old halberd, basically. I mean, not Iron Axe, any axe, but you know what I mean.
I love the axe animations for this set.
Okay, we'll give you the Zanbato instead of the Flame Sword, and... do I want to give you a Reaver instead of the Armor Slayer? I think so. And then you go here.
Okay. Oh, so we can drop them off closer to where the boss will be.
Yes. And now... Well, not just where the boss will be. Look at all of this Josef weapon experience food, and also we get a Steel Lance out of it.
Tasty.
Okay, and now Butch Iron Swords this guy.
Look at this.
And it's time for the epic Cassius style. Are you ready for epic Cassius style moments?
Oh, I'm definitely ready.
Look at this. With a Reaver, he has a 73 hit.
Perfect.
But we get to see his funny, like, fat pony animation. His pony is so fat, and I love it. It's adorable.
Funny how he gets to have his own custom axe cav animations. Physic, yippee! I really like this game gives you a really early physics staff. Traditional FE is usually so stingy with physics staffs.
Can I have Peggy heal Blur? I can. And I don't even need to use Aaron's turn to do it.
Shove.
We can do that. Bada bing, bada boom. And then next turn, Emil is going to kill that axe armor.
Okay.
Which then you go up here. I guess rally, sure.
Wee.
And Kenneth goes up here. Okay, that seems good to me. Bye, Alexis. She's not dying yet, but like she's dying soon. We can get a little bit of a preview, but like she's at weapon cycle disadvantage immediately.
I always find it hilarious that Wilhelm suffers from success really hard here, and then Alexis just doesn't get to do anything special because she's never gonna fight the Lance enemy.
Well, what's really funny is you say Wilhelm suffers from success here. On my second ever Maniac mode playthrough, somehow he got incredibly lucky and fucking one-rounded the final boss.
Awesome.
Not the final, like this boss, the boss of this map.
This boss.
Green Wilhelm, and then I had to reset because the boss drops a Bastard Seal and I wanted it.
Please give.
But I did record it and I put a clip on my channel, because it was funny when it happened.
Albacore.
But yeah, he somehow I think it was because I split the army, which I normally do. It's just I don't have enough strong people to also go north. But I sent some people north, which distracts people from the moment.
Uh-oh. Let's see if Alexis chooses to throw a hand. I think she has a hand axe.
I think she's just got the steel axe.
Maybe it's just a steel axe.
I'm pretty sure it's just a steel axe. I've never seen her press turn on this map. I've never seen it happen.
Because it would be really funny if she did. Hyperia's!
Yo, the crit. What if he was smart enough to use subdue? And he was just like, I need to save experience for the Brave Lance Falco.
I cannot wait for us to recruit this unit.
Hyperius is awesome. Yes. The Brave Lance was super necessary there, honey. The Brave Lance was super necessary there, honey. No kill quite like overkill. Oh, she does have a hand axe.
God.
She's just stupid. She's just stupid. But honestly, though, I appreciate it because that's more Josef EXP.
Josef. Oh, we're gonna do give shenanigans.
Yeah, we're giving. We're giving.
I never see anyone ever use give outside of like super niche scenarios, but it feels awesome whenever you do use it.
Anyway, we're killing this Armor Knight. The reason we're killing this Armor Knight is later when there's some enemies that show up, being able to have someone stand in the spot that Emil is currently standing and not get hit by the hand axe is going to be valuable.
Nice. Okay. Shoving repo chains. We love to see it.
Plus, we can do this.
Woo!
I don't think Emil needs to be full HP. This is just EXP for Peggy. Get us to Swarp sooner.
Swarping time? Oh, I know there's a house up by Alexis, and if you visit it, the guy inside is like, I've heard the girl in the armor is really good at taking advantage of weapon types or whatever. It'd be really cool if she could actually do it.
Well, just you wait. Just you wait. Alexis's time to shine will come. She will take advantage of weapon types.
Look at her go, she's trying so hard.
Goodbye, Alexis. That was quite painful. I can't die like this. I do appreciate the green unit preview isn't a death time, though.
Oh.
Goodbye, physics staff
The cleric
lady.
is sadly dead.
Yeah, the cleric would have been nice to keep alive because she can physic our units. Okay, so if we steel sword you... I need to see what the effective, I need to see what the effective range of this guy is. He goes here. So you will attack Butch. You can't. Does Butch live both of them?
That is a good question.
9 defense. So he takes 18. Cause I'm not factoring weapon triangle because it evens out.
Yeah.
So 18 plus 12 is 30. He does live both.
Awesome.
The question is Butch, does the EXP Butch gets from that worth more than the sword rank Josef would get from killing this guy? And I think so. I think we drop and then go here.
Is there something particular where... Wait, that's in javelin range, I think.
Oh, you're right. Here would not be in javelin range.
Yeah. Is there something specific we're building the sword rank for, or just for sword rank?
Yes. I have a strategy that really wants B rank swords on Josef by chapter 10, if possible.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know what you're cooking then, because I know what that pieces together. I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but...
Well, dear viewer, if you think you know what I'm cooking, comment what I'm cooking. I mean, not you, Jacob. Like, you obviously probably know.
I already have an idea of what's going on here.
But I'm curious who else can figure it out.
Look at her, she's jagging so hard.
The question is, do we say might as well kill the other guy with Emil? I don't think so. I think if we're gonna kill the other guy with anyone, it'll be Blair on a later turn.
Because the only thing Emil's getting out of that is weapon rank.
Yeah.
And
like 1 EXP, lol. Look at how good Longbow Sam has been.
We don't know how many... I don't even remember if there's any cool animatones we get anytime soon that you'd want to build his rank for.
He already has access to Thunder.
Yeah.
I mean, he has fucking B rank, right? Like, he has all the cool ones that show up anytime soon. We're not getting, like, A ranks. The first S rank doesn't show up until after the Viridian arc, I want to say. Like, the first S rank anima, I mean. There is obviously... You get S rank light early.
There's the...
Yeah, so, like, what A ranks are we getting? Because, like, even the press turn ones first off, are not very useful for anima mages, but they're also not A rank, right?
I think they're B rank. No.
No, actually, it's good that she died. It means that Josef doesn't have to... The one thing is she can, like, fuck around with the leftmost group in a way that is obnoxious. Oh, nice dodge. And I don't want Josef to have to, like...
deal with that.
Yeah, rescue her and not get the EXP. These guys... Okay, these guys getting killed by the green units is fine. They were just gonna be kills for Desmond anyway, which, like, would be Lance rank for him, but... Oh, thank you! Thank you, actually. I was just about to say, like, now, how do I deal with this guy? Do I do Peggy plus Butch moments?
But it works.
It works, yeah.
Time to start the walk.
This is actually a little unfortunate. Because he can't, he can't get there until 2 turns.
But what's their ranges?
He's, like, just shy, even with a shove.
Oh, even with a shove.
Yeah.
Upsetting.
Yeah, it happens. Alright, you go here. You don't need to heal, you're at full HP, so yeah, you go here.
Yeah,
you have a vulnerary. Yeah, okay. So we'll move you. Vulnerary up.
Ooh, I do remember there's other somewhat problematic reinforcements at some point.
This guy's not talking about Alexis.
Did that change?
It must be. It's a hint about the boss showing up, though.
I don't remember that.
So I think it's actually, I think I'm the reason for that change, because I said that when the objective in the top right just says talk, even though if you do this, it says talk then defeat boss, I was like, the preview right there is not super clear. That's also why there's a tooltip at the start now, is the feedback that I gave on my stream. I was like, oh, I thought the map would end on talk. I ended in a bad position because I thought I was ending the map. And that's why there's a tooltip now, and I guess that's probably also why that guy's there to explain the group of reinforcements that shows up, which is pretty epic.
Interesting.
I think it's always a sign of a good game dev if they listen to that sort of feedback.
Do we need to use Levin Sword on this, or can we just... Desmond?
I'm just checking to see. I want to set the kill up for Blur. Okay, we can Desmond into Blur. Yeah. We'll Desmond into Blur. Sam's making her way down here because there will be flyers soonish.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. There's some pegs that show up in the... I think it's a peg and a wyvern that show up in the very top right corner.
Yeah, so those ones are not a huge deal because Brandel kills one of them with the longbow, and then Swagperius can take care of the other one, and / or Brave Lance Girl.
So we should be fine.
And then kill for Blar. We are squeezing every last drop of function out of this Awaken.
I can see.
It's gonna save Blair just like it saved the franchise.
But what if we run out of Awaken Tome?
It's okay. The Awakening remake is coming.
I remember I made a group of people in a... I don't know if it was in a VC or in a channel, very upset whenever I asked, so what do you guys all hope to see in the potential Awakening remake? And they said, stop reminding us about the passage of time. Don't talk about that.
See, I've been saying that just because, like, so many people are, like, hyper convinced that there's going to be an FE4 remake just because, like, it keeps getting rumored. Failing to realize that, like, if anything, in my opinion at least, that makes it less likely.
Because, how long have we been going on about the FE4 remake that's supposed to be coming?
I mean, if somebody keeps saying it and it keeps not being true, why do you think it's going to be true next time someone says it, right? Like, What is the it's Einstein, right? Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
It'll eventually happen, trust. Oh, that's a lot of enemies.
So they did start moving, even without, which is kind of epic. Josef takes very little from these guys. I feel like... So the archers are almost certainly going to fight her.
No.
So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have 2 range, right? You're just Iron Lance, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. And you're in the same boat. Okay, he lives both of them. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're a little bit rough. Can't kill you either. 1, 2. I mean, maybe the longbow guy will see a kill on... I think what we do, we use our first save point.
If I had to take a guess, I'm going to... So if you put just Josef in range, I think some of the other enemies might go for the peg first. Unless we shove the peg.
So I think if I leave... I want to see how this goes. Lance Reaver, Butch here.
Because I'm more afraid the peg is going to die before the archers get their turn.
Defensive 9. Oh, yeah, I guess I could have shoved the peg up there. I mean, I can also rescue the peg, but then that doesn't really solve the problem. Rachel's gonna go here and not talk.
We're gonna wait for the right time for that.
Stefan, you're in the way.
This is so upsetting. If only Stefan could shove.
Okay, can you kill with... Or can you not kill? Awesome, perfect, thank you.
Look at him go.
Epic Desmond moments!
I love this unit.
He's J-getting so hard right now. How much what?
How close is Blair to her next level up?
Very close. She needs like 4 or 5 kills, I think. She's getting like 10 to 13 per kill. Yeah, I think 3 more kills will do it. She's getting 9. She's getting 9.
Awesome. We'll just feed her the paladins that show up later.
Epic promoted kill on base Blair in Chapter 7. Let's fucking go.
Worth. She'll have triangle advantage over the light brands.
Yo, wait, so true? Okay, let's see what happens.
See how this goes.
Let's check it out.
Huh. Oh, they probably see they can't get kill on counter here.
Yeah, maybe. I kind of thought they would go for Butch, and Butch would get a little bit of Butch EXP. Mr. What are you doing?
Interesting.
This lady might be actually a problem. We might have to shove her so that she doesn't steal EXP.
Yeah, I think she's just gonna... Oh, never mind. She's gonna die next action, potentially.
I mean, the archer will kill her, right?
The archer will, assuming the archer gets its turn soon.
Damn.
Yeah, the archer's gonna go last.
Well, I mean, at least he'll counter the non-longbow archer.
Yeah. Whoosh.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Hand axe.
And oh!
Ooh.
He might just get Brave Lance even without me focusing on it, like just because that's his 1-2 range. Oh, okay. Well, this went very poorly for Butch. This did not go how we wanted it to.
One of them went for Butch. How close is he to Brave Lance?
Very close.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he can one round the final boss, or not the final boss. He can one round the boss of this map with the Brave Lance. It's just a matter of like. Oh, I should have given Butch a light brand. He could help contribute here, or not light brand. Levin sword. He could get a kill here. Oh well.
If only. And now we wait even more?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're just killing these guys to make way for them and also get some EXP on Mr. Epic Butch.
And everyone just kind of wait here a sec.
Natasia, I'm so glad you had fiery blood this whole time. Anyway, say hi to your girlfriend. Next up is the Flyers. I think they show up this turn.
What turn are we on?
Are we on 7? I think we're on 7. We're on 8.
Yeah, I think I'm very certain turn 9 is whenever they show up.
Okay, so we're gonna move everyone back here. Bada bing, bada boom. And I guess Butch takes a step backwards and vulneraries. That was an unfortunate longbow draw that he drew, but oh well.
He did pull an enemy, it just wasn't the ones we wanted.
We're also about to get the wyverns that Brandel has to fight. But he does pretty well against them because he just needs to longbow.
He's pretty awesome.
They actually spawn in a location so as to... I think we send... Zanbato.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna use that.
There's no horses over here. And I do still... Whoa! Wow. I was gonna say, I do still care about that sword ring. Okay. This is how Josef can still win. Puissance who?
Crit rate equaling skill minus 10 is really funny.
Yeah, sometimes you just go epic style. Le epico Josef.
Pew.
And he goes there. Bada bing, bada boom. So there's you and you. So they are positioned so that they end actually like in bow range.
Yeah.
So Brando will kill one, and then we can potentially like bait one with Rachel. Question here is, so you take 0 from him, 0 from him, 4 from him, but then -2 from the forest. Okay, I think we... As much as I would like to continue to build the sword rank, I think we do want to kill the longbow guy. Epically like that.
Hi. Look at this unit go.
And then the question is... how's Butch do here?
I think
he suffers from success if I leave him there. I think if he's gonna kill everything. He suffers from success.
Yeah. I don't think he can afford to do that.
So I think he has to just go there.
He can pull another bow and then drink more vulnerability.
He pulls the bow guy, and then he can kill the bow guy while Josef, like, chokes the point.
Time for the longbow Sam payoff.
Yeah, I forgot that, like, one of them shows up on this side.
But that's what shove and repo chains are for.
Yeah, shove repo chain time. Alright, I think... How does Blur do here? 10 damage with Awaken?
What if we Luna?
We're still short.
Touché.
But...
If only Blair had Inspiration, she could kill there.
Yeah. Well, no, she couldn't.
It's kill. 2 tiles. Inspiration is 2 tiles.
Yeah. How about you?
I have definitely almost not lost units several times because I keep thinking Inspiration is 3 tiles.
Okay, I think... Kenneth moves to here.
Whoosh.
Flux into Natasha hand axe. I swear to God, if she's like just shy of setting up because of fiery blood, I'm gonna scream.
I really hope it's 3 damage shy. Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, it is perfect. It's actually the fact she has no fiery blood is actually a benefit. It actually means we get to do the kill with Blar.
Whee!
And then Blar goes har.
Blar har ho. Blar har
Blardy hardy he he.
Easy.
And then I think we have Cassius. Cassius rescues Natasha so that we have more flexibility for shove trains.
And we're just gonna shove...
I think Sam.
Go
Probably.
for it. Go get him, Sam. I think that reaches...
Oh, we might just... Yeah, okay.
I thought you were about to rescue Sam for some reason. I was really confused.
No, I was gonna rescue Kenneth out of the way for another reposition, but we can just do this. Sam-a-lamma dam.
Look at her go! She did it!
Look at how much that bow rank is paying off. Look at how much that bow rank is paying off. She can use the iron bow now.
Hey, Danny.
What?
Finally, the archer that kills Chapter 7 wyverns.
And then you're just waiting. You're just waiting. Because when we talk, the boss spawns the following turn. So I want to I want to do that.
Joseph is ready for that.
That is well. So it's not that Joseph's not ready for that. Rachel and Butch aren't ready for that. Rachel and Butch need to be able to charge forward after the talk, and it's just not safe for them at the moment.
I think we're almost out of javelin.
Hey, then we can epically re-equip a sword.
True. Whee! Well, we pull another archer.
Yeah, and he can kill the archer. Even without the help of Opportunist, he can kill the archer.
Does he live if you kill the archer?
We do have Physic available, and Joseph can also move... Oh no, he can't move to block.
Block.
Actually, I think he can, but we would have to do this, which does delay...
Should be fine.
Yeah, I think we... Do y'all have 2 range? Y'all do not have 2 range, yeah. So, we do this. This delays the map by another turn, but that's fine. I would move Joseph down, equip a sword.
Yo, we can even smite her back.
And then Butch kills here. Doesn't even need Opportunists to kill archers. What an epic unit.
Yeah, I mean, this is still just Butch at base.
This is base Butch, yeah. Butch is going to need to vulnerate next turn, so he has the bulk to take on the boss when the boss spawns. But otherwise, we're good.
Oh, maybe it's the top left house that has the funny Alexis dialogue.
Well, we're not making it there. We don't make it to the top left house. Oh, Rachel.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Wait, actually epic?
Wow, she's really trying.
I mean, hey. Pretty good.
She's going for it.
And then, I guess Joseph can kill this one, and Butch can kill the other one.
Yeah.
And Hyperius is... No, it's okay. Hyperius is here. It's Hyperius' time to shine.
Hyperius would like to know your location.
Hyperius says, do not touch Brandel. You will not harm Puzan.
And I took that personally.
So Vulnerary's 15. Pushes her up to 23? I don't actually know if that's enough.
The boss hits pretty hard.
Yeah, she lives pretty low. Oh, wait, no, it's 20.
Oh, it's 20
forgot.
HP vulneraries. That's right. You convinced me for a sec. The other thing was correct. Bush can just kill the Lance guy.
Yeah, he can Lance Reaver this guy, and then...
Lance Reaver.
We can move up with Josef and kill the Brigands.
Yeah. That means he'll have Weapon Triangle versus the Brigand.
Oh, good. He gets a damage boost from that.
Yes. So hype. Look at that.
And he gets his crit anyway. No such kill as overkill. No such kill as overkill.
Well, I guess it's almost time to actually do the boss fight now.
Yeah, we're gonna do it now. Or we could get more reinforcements.
Huh. There's a couple of dudes. We can deal with all this.
Can you? So, like, no, my question is, can you actually pull up? Because, like, that's more rank on Josef if we do that. And Josef can actually take the bridge.
Let's see. Effie Builder, my beloved.
I think we can handle this group of miscreants.
I'll handle these miscreants. Let's see. Unit placer. What turn are we on?
I know you said, what is it, 16 is the one where, like, the get the fuck out of here reinforcements show
Yeah,
up?
16's the get out reinforcements, it looks like.
We're on... That's enemy count. We're on turn 12.
Well, I have some good news and some bad news.
Yeah?
I don't see turn 12 reinforcements anywhere on here.
Well, that's because I think they show up turn 11. Like, end of enemy phase turn 11 is probably how it's documented.
I see turn 9 reinforcements listed twice.
Interesting.
I mean, to be fair, Effie Builder is...
Not the greatest.
Since this was built in build files, I think it's called.
Do you think Blair gets enough from chip here? Do you think Blair gets the 11 from chip here?
What level's the enemy?
She was getting 9 from kills, so I don't think so.
No, there needs to be a really high level enemy.
Yeah, they're level 8. Because I did want to get a Kenneth kill, potentially. I think a chip plus a kill is enough for Blair, and she can get a kill next turn. Oh wait, no. I fucked up. She didn't... I thought she wasn't killing, but she is killing.
Hey, if
Share if you don't think. Share if you don't think moment.
Share if you don't think.
Okay, so we will slay some horses.
Oh, here they are. They're just listed somewhere else by accident. The next reinforcements are turn 14. It's 4 Cavaliers all the way on the far right. But they don't look like Get Out Cavaliers or Get Out reinforcements. It's just 4
some dudes
with horses.
$15... Jeff doubles, right? Yeah, so we'll have Jeff set up a kill. I like, I guess we didn't really talk about this in the unit review, but I like Jeff's, animations. Because thieves have different animations in this game than, Vanilla. It looks more like a Corsair, right? Like a little pirate using swords.
Whoosh.
Anyway, kill for Kenneth. It ended up working out. Not getting chip with Kenneth, we do get kill with Kenneth.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I can get pragmatic on Kenneth, it would be nice. But more than that, just getting Kenneth promoted is what I want.
Those 4 Cavaliers I mentioned on turn 14, those are level 15. So they are going to be a little bit more difficult than the current reinforcements we've been fighting.
So what you're saying is they get more experience for Blair.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, they don't reach, so we have Butchko here. Vulnerary.
Cool.
Josef.
I do appreciate that this game has some get out reinforcements every now and then, but it's not. There's not a kill squad on every map hunting you down for taking your time.
Yeah, I think that's generally the best way to do it. Either that or have the get out reinforcements, like, be ones you can defeat, even if you probably shouldn't try to.
Go get him, Randall.
I am gonna have Rachel run away, bravely ran away, just so she doesn't take damage.
I do really like Randall's palette a lot, and his portrait.
Oh, one thing that's worth noting is these tiles are inaccessible, which makes the talk a little bit harder, but it's so that, at least I assume, it's so that the enemies will never attack from a position Hyperius can't attack them.
Yeah, I assume that's why. Repo.
Okay, what are we doing with 14?
We just need to do 17.
We need to
that
not
is a little
do
bit more than
that.
17.
We need to do epic 21 damage.
Whoosh.
For a second, I got scared because he, like, paused, and I was like, is that the crit animation? Anytime there's a custom animation and there's a pause, I'm like, oh no, is that the crit animation?
It must be a crit.
Okay, we are gonna also want to heal... I mean, Desmond lives the one Cavalier who can reach him.
Yay!
Which is good, because I don't think Peggy gets to him. Inspiration!
Finally! This is a pretty useful skill.
Okay. I'm gonna leave Sam there in case, like, another Wyvern shows up.
More of them show up.
And you will use a sword.
Swoosh.
Meanwhile, Butch will assume the position over on the right, near where the boss spawns.
Yeah. Get ready.
Ready, spaghetti.
There's another safe point on this map, right? Over on the left side?
Yeah, it's next to where Josef is. So the plan is after Josef kills, we could potentially save, but, like, as it stands, he's currently blocked from doing so. I don't think we're gonna need it, because, like, the boss kill is pretty reliable.
Look out, Joseph.
I'm also currently pulling up the map in Builder so that,
you can position yourself correctly.
Yeah, I can know exactly the position, because I would ask you, I normally do, like, ask co-hosts with that sort of stuff, but when it comes to, like, an exact map coordinate, it can be a little bit awkward to communicate without being able to exactly point.
2 to the left from where you... No. Go back to where you were. Yeah, 1 up, 1... No.
Yeah, it's not.
Go 2 up.
It's not terrible, but it's definitely far from ideal. Especially when making, like, I do occasionally, like, edit portions of my Let's Plays, but I don't do a lot of editing on them, just because as a medium, they do feel okay. I didn't expect that, but. I didn't realize they would be able to reach there, but that's okay. Because of shove chains. Because we're gonna have... Okay, we're gonna have you retreat. You kill. And then we are going to rescue him out with... I think it was Stefan I was shoving around.
Yeah.
I mean, I can potentially try to eat some of these horses as well.
Might be a little scary.
I think we can do it.
These
so
are kind of your...
one horse reaches there. 30 with 7 AS.
This is kind of your first wave of, hey, like, you should probably be finishing up here in a sec.
We should probably be doing it. But we can get a little bit more experience, so why not?
We can even drop Kenneth.
Yeah, I mean, like, training Kenneth will be nice. I don't know. So he is, like, one of my candidates for the early promotion. there's two that are sort of set in stone, with Josef and Butch are almost certainly going to get early promoted. The third one that we can promote before Chapter 10 is a toss-up between a couple of people, and Kenneth is one of them. Although, looking at it more, I can potentially afford to delay his promotion longer. There is also, like, the stealth option of save that Master Seal and not promote before 10. Depending on how my squad looks going into it. Because the thing is, if you're not going for the Lazarus kill, 10 can be less
not as dangerous.
Daunting than it might otherwise seem. There is a side objective we are going to be going for that does end up being... It's going to make the map a little bit trickier. Let's say that.
We're very interested to see how that goes. Oh, we're pulling all of them this way.
Yes.
Do we want to see if we can grab the save point?
We cannot. Oh, actually, no, we can with Butch.
Yeah, Joseph can kill, and then you can.
Yeah,
save
we
with
can get the save point with Butch.
I think we're on turn 15?
So next turn is when the get the fuck out reinforcements show up, right?
I believe so, assuming everything is correct on this.
So let's move you
up to... We kind of can't delay anymore.
Here. You actually talk. Musical Sting. Horse Slayer!
Okay.
Don't worry, trust.
Just
trust. We'll get it. Don't worry, don't trust. Just trust.
Hey, you got Savior!
Hey! An infantry unit with Savior. Actually, how do you do here? You don't die.
If anything, he kills.
Do you get doubled by the sword cav? Yes.
Swords probably double him.
Do you get doubled by the lance cav? Also yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well we do this. I think we can probably kill all of them.
Potentially.
If not, someone is going to have to body block Kenneth, but like we can do that too.
Hey, level
Kenneth
10.
to 10. I would still like pragmatic on him.
I guess we still have Emil to...
Yeah, we have Emil, and we also have Zanbato for either Stefan or Aaron or Jeff. Jeff
you
doubles.
With their D rank, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, so Zanbato is D rank. I think Rapier is C.
Yeah.
Jeff doubles with Zanbato. That definitely kills.
How heavy is Zanbato again?
9, so he loses one speed from it, so he doesn't double anymore. Because he's exactly doubling.
Yikes.
I do still think we... Okay, let's put Blair here for inspiration.
And just chip a little bit.
And then Jeff can kill with Zanbato?
That should kill. I'll be very shocked if it doesn't.
So kills the Zanbato, doesn't... I just want to test the others. Okay, yeah, Zanbato.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if, like, we could get away with not using an effective weapon usage. If, like, okay, he doubles so he deals enough, but no, we don't. We do need to effective moment.
We could even chip with a mill.
I was thinking... She's fine. So I think we grab the Iron Sword. And now he can only attack either Desmond, who kills, or Aaron, who does some chip. And then that's another kill. If he attacks Aaron, which
Kenneth.
he probably will, that's another kill for Kenneth as well.
I'll be shocked if he goes for Desmond. It would be really funny, though.
Yeah, I guess because we have the save point, I could trade Desmond to have an axe.
Eh.
Yeah, not enough. Not enough. No shove way to do that. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Is he suicidal? He's not suicidal. Okay. But hey, Aaron chip is also good. Gets us closer to rally. Defense is the one we need.
Yes.
And if Kenneth doesn't kill now, we can have Peggy heal... Oh, hello.
Yeah, those are your why are you still here reinforcements.
So, how much does he do? 14? So, what we can do is... Jeff move... Sadly, when you listed the 3 weapons, I was hoping that they were in such a formation that you could Ooh, wait. I moved Jeff to a bad spot.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna be epic.
Okay.
So you do
Can we just
this,
live with Kenneth?
and then we kill with Kenneth, and then we're gonna have Desmond get a promoted kill.
Ah. Juicy promo EXP.
Yeah, so we
Whoa.
we do it from here. We do it from
Yeah.
here. Not that it matters, like save point moment, but we do it from here. Lol. Okay.
Look at
And
that.
then
How does Desmond do with the Rider's Bane?
so he can get weapon triangle.
Can he though?
No, he can't. You're right. So he
Can
doesn't
we-
kill. If we can get...
4 points of damage.
Yeah, I don't think we can.
Who's he
Yes,
supporting?
Aaron
doesn't
only
do
gives
any.
hit.
Could you
1, 2, 3.
yoink Salmon's sure shot for 4 damage?
I think I should have moved Jeff backwards to shove Sam. I should have moved... So 16 attack versus 9 defense. I mean, like, we have the save point, right? There's no reason not to optimize it.
Yeah, we do have the save point.
We'll do it like this. You go up here. Yeah, that's the spot. You talk
Move.
and go over here. Okay.
Shuffle through this
you,
part again.
Horse Slayer. What is it? L is skip animations, right?
L toggles them, R fast forwards them.
Alright, so you... Flux.
Badoosh. Yay! I like...
Blur Chip.
I very much prefer getting your skills at level 15 instead of 10. So it gives you that choice of, do you promote or wait for your promoted skill? Or wait for your level 15 skill?
Yeah, the thing is for me is that 15 wouldn't have worked in the Fate system because you can get unpromoted skills while promoted.
Yeah, that's true.
So then we trade for Steel Sword, equip the Steel Sword.
And then
she
we move
doesn't
in some shovers close.
Wait, she didn't double...
You could use like Stefan to
Convoy it.
convoy. Easy.
Hey, he gets a actual inventory item now.
Whee!
Get out of the way.
There we go.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's fine. We can shove next turn.
Yeah. I don't remember if we used inbuilt to chip anything, but...
I don't think so. I think we had 2 shoves available, and we just needed a third, which was Jeff going backwards. So now we have Peggy heals. Here's all y'all. Alright, so... Shove. So Jeff goes there, which means Peggy heals from here. Shove.
Kenneth kills.
Aaron goes here. Yeah. And then Kenneth will kill.
That should work.
We got a shove Desmond with Valar after Kenneth kills. So we'll have him do this.
96 miss, question mark? It'd be really funny.
It would be funny, but then I would just cut because we have the save point. And then we shove.
And then Sam chip.
The longbow matters. We don't even need the sure shot. We just do this.
Perfect.
And then that was the guy he was like just shy of, right?
Yeah, he needed 4 damage to kill.
Yeah, look at that shit. Look at that
Perfect.
shit.
Level 5 promo kill.
Finally, Discipline Sam actually has a valid use case.
Discipline Sam finally mattered.
Although, it's not even because, like, we could have optimized the shoving by shoving last turn, but then she dies on counter.
Yeah.
Like, even with Sam having more res than the average bear, that's still only 6.
No, yeah.
Okay, so now...
And we're getting the kill specifically with...
Oh, crap.
She needed Iron Lance, didn't she?
She does, yeah.
Josef explodes if he throws a javelin, right?
Yes, he gets doubled.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
Because that's 5. Brings him down to 38. Yeah. And then that's going to be another 6. We're 4 short.
We're 4 short?
I think so.
I thought that was 10 short.
So, we did 5, brings him down to 38, right? Then Opportunist is online. So we get an extra 6 out of that.
Opportunist. Or, Pragmatic. Forgot about that.
Yeah, Pragmatic. So that's 17 times 2, actually, which is 34. Josef can get the kill.
Yeah.
Which I guess we kind of have to.
If you have Butch attack from the right, you can get sword rank on him. On Josef.
Yeah. It just would have been nice to get Butch the kill.
Big promo EXP.
Oh, how did I do this last time? Because I moved full move with her. Is he blocking... He's not blocking a spot. Did I have someone shove? I might have had someone over here to shove.
Oh, maybe. Oh well, we'll do this first.
Yeah, because do we have crit rate? We probably have crit rate.
Does Butch have any % chance to crit?
3.
It's 3.
Yeah. So let's do this first.
It's higher than 0. Evil Merlinus.
He is evil Merlinus. But yeah, I was testing a couple of different ways. Like, I just made a save state right after talking. And see right here, that's the opportunist moment.
Upsetting, yeah.
Come on,
Go
crit.
Go
It does
crit.
mean we don't get Josef sword rank, but Butch getting closer to... I mean, he's ready to promote, it's just getting closer to opportunists.
Oh, upsetting.
That's okay. Hey, we get 2 sword rank with Josef.
Yeah, that's true. Anything else we want to do? No, I don't think so. We already did everything at the bottom right.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Well, there's the RN. Well done.
Jacob,
Glory to extra.
You're joking, right?
No.
You know that...
Yes, I am.
Okay. I was gonna say. That's the boss, though. That's the boss taken care of.
We did it!
And that's the map taken care of. We get 7,500 gold, though. And we're gonna want to hang on to that for a bit, because there's some interesting stuff to buy in a couple of maps that I want to buy.
Yes.
Although it is nice to get the money now, just in case we wanted to get another heal staff or whatnot.
Some more irons or whatever.
Yeah. Alright, bye! Subscribe to both of us. Bye!